Hang on a moment. Right, here we go. Yep. Alrighty. Just checking that I'm online on everything. Alright, everybody. G'day. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. What we're building today? Well, we're continuing our work. We are the BF109G6 Spider-Mare. Lovely kit, I must say. And the Airfix Junkers 88. Yeah. We're at a point with both builds where we pretty much it's going to get all the small stuff. Well, when I build a kit, I like to get all the small stuff done so that when it comes to the assembly, because a lot of that stuff needs to be done prior to it. Yeah, I'm waffling to do this. Point being that in the instance of the Junkers, a lot of the Junkers stuff we're doing, it'll be to do more with the wheel phase. Got to be finished before we can do our assembly, as it were. And then there are other things we're looking at. So we'll get them done. We're doing the same with the 109. It's just, and in the case of the 109, at one point, we need to change a colour. Did a marvellous piece of detailing I did on the wheels, and did a fine job of using the wrong colour. Not that big a step to the other. What I've got to change to is slightly lighter, which is a bit of a pisser. It should be okay. I can actually show you the difference at some stage. Voice, I'll get you a better viewing position. So now of late, discovering that I had to use, dearie me, Robster. I had to use these the other day because you over there now. I forgot to charge the headset I'm currently utilising. Just straighten out. That'll come okay. These out the way. You're wondering why there's a lighter there. That's to unblock the glue stamp if that ever gets blocked. It's not because I have any particularly pyromaniacal urges. Pyromaniacal. Getting to some pedantry there on the linguistic front. Now let's get let there be light. And there was. And I saw that it was good. Ooh, that bright flash actually does do your head a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, sorry guys. I wasn't aware it was going to come over in quite that's such a boning manner. Never mind. Now, here we go. Now I can show you exactly why I'm doing all this shit first. Now, first, all these need to be put together. Obviously, that's then they go into. You see how this operates, people. Now, something I wouldn't mind checking. On these, it says you put those together. But when I did that on the tail here, I soon discovered that in fact, you need to put that on so like together, not just bang bang clip. It doesn't go like that. There's a little mechanism. I can work around that to get the part on. That's not strictly speaking correct. Or more's the point, not going to be able to move, which I guess does that matter. That's all, no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, now we can probably start off with this nice easy bit of assembly anyway. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look at sundry bits and bobs. Now there's that tail bit I was telling you about. This is what I mean. What I aha! Hey, how you doing? Now, yeah, I had a problem here. When I saw the diagram, I thought you just put that. Like, there's two pieces here. Put those two together, and then go glue, but it doesn't. You're supposed to actually put them separately onto there and onto that, because see how. So what I'm going to end up doing is just snipping that out and gluing that on. That will go on quite happily. All created. Even that needs a bit of sanding, so that's fine. In any event, that's something we've got to address at some stage. But that means that I'm kind of... Who's dropped out now? This guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought he was coming out. That's inconvenient. We'll get back to him later. I have to keep my mind on the job in question. Now, let's have a look at all the different bits that we make these wings up out of. Ah. Yep. So there's obviously. Let's see. That's where we check our numbers. Heaven forfend, eh? Why would you want to use the numbers? They might even tell you what parts go with what. Oh. On a wet pallet? Okay. What's the benefit in so doing? Because that'll be one of the tail bits. If I've got that together, then got one of these parts together. Maybe that part, will it? Let's get our numbers. And that never ends well now, does it? 27. That's 78. Ah. They would then go. Ah. Into the wing. Uh-huh. Yeah, look, oil paints are stronger. That's a thing, and an undeniable fact as far as it goes. I use the only reason I use water-based acrylics myself yeah, we want to be getting this that's ready for going in. The only reason I use water-based acrylics myself is because when you look at somebody doing the detailing of a cockpit, say, because there's so many different colors you got to be putting on, just quicker. You got to be pretty quick with your varnish. They do rub off if you're not. Spruce, sissy. Monkey piece of spray. That's a bit upsetting. Yeah. Monkey spray, you can never be happy about that. Never mind. But yeah, I use lacquers. I believe they're oil based because I know you have to use thinner to get them out, and or my airbrushing, and some hand brushing. Yeah, they're much sturdier, and whilst yes, of course, you must varnish. They're stronger paint. Look, I look well. I'm about to sound very old. When I was a lad. Humbrol was all there was, man. That was it. Um, when I got back into modelling a couple of years back, the market terrain had changed quite dramatically, and I also discovered that, well, Humbrol were pretty much being outgunned on a lot of fronts by some of the other paints that are out there. A lot of people swear by them, don't get me wrong, and that's their prerogative. And all there's a very subjective discussion, you know what I'm saying? And what everyone's happy with. A mate of mine's actually he's an artist by profession. He makes his money while selling paintings. And he very much an enamel man. More power to him. There's no real clean. Here's something. But, I've been building a Tamiya kit lately. That's the BF109, and they got stuff that clicks together. When it clicks. Oh, there we go. Well, yeah, the Tamiya stuff does click together. This isn't quite so nice, and it feels kind of strange now that I've been indulged in the joys of the Tamiya experience. But hey, that's my biggest issue in life, the universe and everything. I think I'm doing all right, you know? Yeah, mouthful of coffee. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Life without coffee, just say no. Now, what are you building at the moment, just out of curiosity? That's what I've got this for, so look at this stuff. Here we go. Bit of glue going. Actually, right, just in time. I should, before gluing, sand a little bit of black paint that I've got on there off, just for a smoother or a nicer bond. There we go. There we go. Nice. Easy. Boom. Now, let's do it. Didn't do that. Deary, lobster. Deary me. Yeah, when it comes to this sort of, I just noticed something on the irritating though is that he fell out. Just looking at one of the over there, might be able to show you. I think it's kind of cool. Okay. Let's see if there we go. Hopefully you can. I'm going to bring him a bit closer, bring that around a bit there. Bring him up a bit. Yeah. You can see, hopefully, Actually, why don't I do? If I get the light right, um, what I'm trying to. Yeah, there we go. So you can see is the detail on him. It's a bit hard for me to get the light right, but you can still see some of the detail on him from quite a distance out, which I'm kind of chipper about. Now, diddly, diddly. Good. Zip, 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 zip. And oh, it's meant to happen. So much. So you don't need to be dropping this stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's error. That. Mm, good. Now, next. One thing I would say about these heavy pieces of sprue, there is one amusing feature about them, in my eyes anyway. Right. You gotta wonder what you guys got some sort of part time worshipping of Neptune going on or something. Um, although to be fair, I did trim that down. Uh, there we go. One. It's the actual thing we have to deal. We could always utilise putty. I may. We'll see. Anyway, pop that over to here for the time being. Standing time. It's pretty rough. The was. I've actually seen one potential benefit in him, this guy falling out. A couple of touches of I can actually do on the paintwork if the mood takes me, and the mood does take me. And in fact, there's a couple of things I can make look a little bit nicer. Because, I'll explain, if you look really closely, you'll see there's actually a gap in the floor there. I'm not entirely happy about that. I mean, granted, okay, you need to look closely and yada, 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 but I'm still not happy about that. Now, as the guy who sits right there has fallen out, I'm speculating, no use of that wonderful word, with doing a bit of puttiness to tidy it up. Maybe. That's just a thought I had. Then would come the issue of sanding that flat though, which could be a pain in the ass. Option 2, be damned. These are things too. Now, where was I? I was here, wasn't I? Yeah. Okay. Dearie me, I tell you, if painting detail is one of my favourite parts of modelling, sanding probably gets the jersey for the least favourite. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of boring. It's not the fun parts. It doesn't really get you going all ooh and ah over stuff. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. Uh, that's not. All right. So to that end. Okay. Got a bit of a tidying and there on me. Nice. Two. That for a moment. Now. These two will definitely need to go together. Question all then, yeah. So these are the tail wing fins I would expect. Right. Does that therefore mean maybe I see the problem doing that. Work that out later. First, we glue them separately. Alright. Questioning of this. Nonetheless, we shall continue. So we got 9, 28. Oh, 26, 27. Oh, hello. Hello. Get the difference, yep. Just as well look closely. It's not bang there. What's that one? That could have proved very inconvenient. That would not have been the first time I've made that little piece of buffoonery. So if that's 26, we're looking for 27, which is this one. Set that down. All right. That should fit. Yeah. And there. Once we've got all these little bits assembled, we can get onto the painting. There will be much rejoicing. Right, let's do these ones. Alright. Alright. Next, we will. Okay. So just worry about that later. I reckon I'll have to work that. Let's wait till they're dry, shall we? Let's do as the instructions do. It's not that hard. Work it out, sunshine. If they prove it was a conundrum, well, we'll just deal with that. Give it a deal. Alright. Let's get that one on. Right. Alright. Oops, days. Skip. Still got a jar of water there from I was doing some wet and dry work the other day. I should probably get rid of that. Never mind. Good. Alrighty. Shall this is a convenient feature for the hole. It's perfectly round. Got little holes, of course, for the little bits to go into. If they're not perfectly round, a fair bit. The piece ain't perfectly straight. Let me just check this one. And a couple of bits of sand. Just smooth a few things off. Ready. these together. There's something again, 25. Let's just make sure we're doing this the right way around. It might make a difference. Hey, who would have thought? 25 does indeed go with 24, so we should be fine. Right. Yeah. 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 Cool. Thought the instructions were wrong. All right. Really? We'll go straight, straight. Up with the damage. Position. Already baby grumpy. Should infer some of the pieces baby grumpy. It's very easy. You're not trying to. I can think of too many other ways they could have gone about it. Anyway. Definitely a mouthful of coffee now. With the different colours I'm going to be utilising, may as well, once I've got these glued together, they're going to need to go on the 109. Yes. So he wants to get all the glowing done. Put that aside. Then we'll get all the painting, then we'll do all the one colour between the two kits. So forth. That is my plan. Ich habe gesprochen. Now, while I'm here, you know what? Oh, and I'll do that. Glue him after. I'll actually tidy up that paintwork. not going to worry about putting. There's another I have spoken. All right, we're getting there. Ah, hello. What it is this is a Junkers 88, World War II bomber. If you give us a moment, I'll just get this piece on. And I don't know if you're familiar with the aircraft in question. I'll show you a picture if you're not. I'll show you the box art, more to the point. A bit of an even up. Yeah, Junkers now. Let me get a few. We've got a few bits and bobs in the lid, as you do. But almost there, mate. There we go. Right. And there we go. Yeah. I think you can see that okay. Yeah, there you go. That's a Junkers 88. Now, if you want to be real specific, the Junkers 88 I am building is going to have the markings of a guy named Werner Bombach on it. He pretty highly decorated during the Second World War, most notably sinking 300,000 ton of Allied shipping. He used to raid the shipping lanes. So yeah, there you go. This will be his bomber. The other one I'm building, because I'm actually building two at the moment. I'll quickly get that into line for you. Is a BF 109 by Tamiya. This is an Airfix skid, well, as you would have seen by the lid. The BF 109 bam. So yeah, we're at a point where we're masking up prior to giving this aluminium coat. My God. Oh no, bro. Awful now. I'm sure I'll get over it. Anyway. Yeah. And this is a BF 109 G6. This one I'm going to give the markings of Erich Hartmann. He, in case you're unaware, was the highest scoring ace, or is the highest scoring ace of all time, with 352. That record's probably never going to be broken because of the changing face of warfare these days. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit of, now once I get everything glued together here, and I think I've got to glue together a bit on the a fuel tank on the 109 being this, and then it's detailing time. And yeah, there we have it. Boom. So every part of this kit, just go and click, and there you go. Let's see how clear. Oh, it's not. Oh, it might be. Let's see if. But that's a pretty snug little fit. And a quick leave it on the sprue. Do actually, we might. I'll make it a bit easier for painting. Now. Okay. Ready. And boom. On she goes. Just that easy, kids. That's the way you want it. Let's not be shy. Nice. So, what you building at the moment, Klein? All right. So now we're getting to painting time. Painting time. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Just put these all over to there. Or actually, you know what I could do? Certainly for all the Junkers parts that don't need to utilise or are just drying. To here. That I will put there. And try, therefore keep my working area clearer. Gee, there's an idea. Oh, yeah, well, hey, relaxing is always a good outcome. What's the line out of Ali G? Chilling, relaxing. It ain't too taxing. All right, now we'll start with a bit of German grey. Because what I want need to do, little lines of it. While I've airbrushed it into there, a bit of tidying up in general. We'll do that. We'll hit that. And of course, that in that same sort of areas around there. What I might quickly check. I know the upper areas there are. I was having some airbrush problems, so you can see how it's got a bit of splatter going on there. It's a bit of a pisser. Got them fixed since, but just shit you don't need. So we're going to need to do German grey there. We're going to go German grey. That will be the extent of our German grey on that. We will go, do we want more German grey on the Messerschmitt? Now then I want to check a couple of colours here. Because yeah, that's what I want to check. The mirrors. Actually, all these clear parts, now that before I even paint, this is an interesting feature. First I can get rid of those bits that aren't even meant to be there. Here's a curious feature of Tamiya kits, or of this Tamiya kit at bare minimum. They, for some reason, often have bits that are on a part that they say to trim off, but they're specifically printed on the part. I'm not quite sure what goes on with that. Anyway, I've got to paint those. There's a few things I want to check about them. Regardless, I'm going to need to give them undercoat first. Fortunately, they don't go in for quite a while. But here we go. Yep. All right. Now I hadn't started these. No, the reason they've got them using them as clear parts is because some part of them does need to be clear, which makes sense. Right. Got it. Got it. I have. I had a paint accident. If you look really closely on the headrest, you can see I had paint actually land on a clear piece. By some miracle, well, I don't think it was a miracle, I think it was just spectacular luck. The actual paint somehow missed that area that was supposed to stay clear. Now there's some bits here I wouldn't mind doing. Oh, yes, I will do German grey. Oh yay! It's not. I don't want to do German grey anyway. So I'm talking to myself, mate. I do that sometimes. I'll do that sometimes. Alright. So, what we're gonna do. Gonna roll my sleeves up. Get another chug of coffee. What I might do in this instance. Girlfriend. I've already got a lot of everybody. Yeah. There's how much attention I'm paying at times. I've already done that, I can tell. Do you? Lights on? No one's really home. Alright. Anyway, German grey, let's get this shit done. Let's get the suitable paint pot. I actually like to try and keep my paint pots within a colour spectrum of what they've held beforehand. I'm not sure if it makes the faintest bit of difference. It probably wouldn't. Probably being an overly pedantic dick. But that behooves me. If it behooves me, that's my prerogative, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey. Now. Oh, good. These are, not sure, quite sure whether you ever used lacquers. I'm a fan of lacquers. certainly for a lot of my, where possible, I'll airbrush, and there are large parts of interiors where you can result being that if you're going to airbrush the interior area to some extent with one colour, therefore need to brush on. Now, brush for this occasion, you'll go, jeez, you'll go big and chunky. For fuck's sake, really, really. Alrighty, I'll go for a chunky brush. I need to do but doing it anyway. I'm trying to get going here. So far as I've seen on just about every aircraft, the interior colour goes right the way to the edge here. This would not be that blue colour that you'd get on the undercarriage. This would be grey. Curious thing, I don't know why it's done that way, but it is. Yeah. You can see we're starting to get I'll get a bit more colour in a minute. You can see we're starting to get a bit going on there. And whilst I think of it, thinking, and I do sometimes, people, it's true. Thinking, yeah, that'll work. Sort of stuff I don't need to be too precise. Alrighty, again. Once we've done these parts, right into Now you can see we're starting to get, now I can be quite with it in through. Yeah, there's other bits I've just won't realise. We're definitely going to need them as beasts. That's a no-brainer. Just going to check out this one done. Indeed, that one done. As to whether I'm correct in that statement. Alrighty. Rugged. There we go. Boom. Now, I'm much happier with the interior of that one. And once I've gone all the way up here, up there. Now, once I've done this one, thinking next tidy up area on my color. To do one, I believe it was the color Lichtblau. Right, okay, as I made the mistake of making it Hellblau. Alrighty. So you're starting to get that one together. Actually, in fact, oh, once the wheels are done on the already on the Junkers, then I can consider go for main wing assembly, and in turn I can go attach them to the wings and becomes part of the paint. Closely after that, and that would be nice. Okay. But, yeah, the longer it takes me to get those wheels done, the longer the whole process will take. There you go. I don't think there's necessarily that much more to paint. Didn't think that. Like, for example, there's all those little bits I told you. None. How many other parts we got in? Not that many. Okay, that's great. Now, quickly though, need to consider the whole stack of little tiny weird bits that I think they're all going to go into the locking stuff. Alright, which are and somewhere. Oh, there they are. These things fairly safe. Okay. These are, well, I think just locking mechanism for the struts and stuff. Side the wheel bay, but they show up at all. I don't want people to just Oh, I just had something occur to me. Maybe I'll remember. Coming along. Ah, hey, how you doing, buddy? Having a good day? I'm just working on the Junkers here. I'm hoping to get all the wheel bay detail finished so as that once that's all dried up, not dried up, all finished. Once it is all finished, I know I can then go on to main assembly. And so it goes. These are just locking. These are just locking mechanisms that go inside the wheel bay. But as you may have heard mention minutes ago, I don't want naked through to show you just in case somebody happens to look there. That's them, and they can go and dry. So what I'll do with them, I have a cunning plan. Actually, it's not that cunning. Like that, on a bit of blue tack. Hold there. Then to come back and now, is there any other German grey I require on this? No. Time to clean this brush. Now, what I might want to consider before I put the German grey away, I don't think there is any German grey I need to do on the 109. At least not tonight. Not tonight, Josephine. Next objective will be finish off the main wheel stems on the Junkers. Moment while there's Forrest. How you doing? You working on anything at the moment? Next. Oh, it's meant to happen, people. All right, now. Let's see, where did I put? Oops, here they are. Wheel stalks. Now, I got a start on these yesterday. I'll give you a close in on that in a minute. Check the Righty. Ah, all right. There are a couple of things I no, I wouldn't have painted them, would I? Sorry, I'm talking to myself, guys. I do this so often. Anyway, so give us a moment. I'll zoom you in. There we go. You can see what I've done with them so far as I've given some areas of colour. Now, what I want to do, toothpick thing to those bits there. I'm going to do black to create a rubber seal sort of a look. What I'm going to do is the raised areas. I'm going to do oily steel, and in between I'm going to do gunmetal grey. That's my theory. And indeed for the raised areas, I may even just go for a sort of a dry brush for whippers. There we have him. That's my plan. Now, and that shouldn't take too long by and large. Now, first things first, my goggles. I'll zoom you out. Now, goggles on. Paper. Color. I'm going to be black. The oily stick. Boom. And while I think of it, bronze. Now that I know that I'll stick with that paint, I can look at that. What is my big blue book of book box of bits? Anything from various any of my ongoing builds I usually that I need to keep the bits of usually just dropping. Yeah. Cunning plan for the bronze too. I can actually explain to you what the cunning plan is. Pretty straightforward. These are the hubcaps. Now, at the end of the day, once the wheels are in place and they're on, that's going to go through like that. What I'm thinking. See how that's going to go through dark and it's going to go dark? That's fine. But on the 109 stems, I managed to get a brass thing going on. Kind of like the way that looked. So I'm thinking, not brass, it's bronze. Kind of do sometimes. That, what I'm going to do, put a little bit of bronze right on the very tip of those, so that when the bronze looks black, I'm going to start off with a bit of black. Black won't do long. Brush for the oh no, I don't want this. My 20 brush, and whilst I find it is fantastic, some occasions way too. Oh, another one of my favourite brushes. to a bad start, people. This is looking bad. Uh, yeah. Sort of seems true. Right. There we go. I'll wait till I've got both, and then I'll show you. Oh, then there's another bit I was going to do. Cool. Ah, hey buddy, how you doing? You doing well, Miqdad? Yeah. Just doing a bit of a rubber seal. Moment. Oh yeah, where I'm at. I think you're one of only a few people to have chatted to me from. I've got to say, every Tamiya product I've used, I've been very pleased with. Um, it includes their 109 kit. It's a bit good. Um, it builds itself for you, not in a way that makes you, and in a way that really enables um, better detail in the kit. You know, I think that's fantastic. I'm good, thanks, man. How you doing? Righty, we've almost. What do you mean happened to what happened to my voice? Oh, Rampertartan, how you doing, buddy? Indeed. How you doing? Good? Now, I'll just done some seals here. If you hang on a moment, I'm going to zoom in. So that's where we're at with the wheel stalks. You can see what the black seals at the top. Yeah, I sound different. Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yesterday I would have had a different microphone. Because the one I normally utilize, if you want to see me back out, is a cordless one, which is actually far more convenient on occasion. The other one was a headset. And can be a bit echoey, I believe. Anyway, yeah, how you doing? Getting lots of people coming on at the moment. It's great. Rambo Tartan, long time no see, buddy. Been building much? We've just been busy at school. Now, next colour that I want to apply on the frames on these on the stalks is bronze. I shall show you why. Why did I put that through thinner when it was acrylic? Lights on, that probably force a habit. Be that as it may, kids. Tell you, there are times. Lights on, no one's on. Now then, bronze. Shake, 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 shake. Now, there's 2 spots on each stalk I want to touch. A wee bit of bronze. Just to really bring them up. First I need to swig of coffee. Oh my god, I'm out of coffee. That's just unnatural, kids. What you gonna do? Cha-cha-cha. Yeah. Bronze. Right. Yes. Oh, right to headbutt the fly. Now, next into. There we go. Well, as far as in the German grey, not on the bronze. The bronze is looking nice. Very nice. Now, all steak. Brass, it's bronze. For some reason, I think brass. I think it's because it's the shade looks kind of similar in that regard. My mind's my mind. I know that I've used the Vallejo brass. It's a very different colour to this. We'll use the brass to do the shell casings. After all, only the very end's going to show. But that's fine. There we go. Now, moving along. No, I do not need water. The lights on, no one really home. Okay. Deary, deary me. And I might give this brush a bit of a rest. What we've achieved there is there you go. You can see that now we've got. Give me a bit slightly. There we go. So, got our rubber seals. We've got a little thing here. Sticks out. There. You can see I've used the bronze there to give a different colour. Those bits there will go through the wheel and come through to show us sort of like a blocking thing. Now, next on our agenda will be gunmetal grey. So, to that end, good people. Actually, while I'm here, there's something that needs to be gunmetal grey. The cannon on the 109. The question is, when do I do that? The nose cone will be black, I think. Let me just check the. Yeah, the nose cone's going to be black, so that's going to make it a really limited difference, but I'll do it anyway, just because it'll be different. The question is, when do I do it? I think probably after I've sprayed. Voice, let us get it back. Our mind's back to this. Some of the German grey needs to be tidied up a little bit. That's fine. That's all good. That's all good. I haven't zoomed you out. Metal grey. Let's have a look. Fades. Here we go, kids. Doing the bits between the rays. Something. Okay. Now, this is going to be a slightly different colour to the German grey that's on there at the moment, it's the theory. Therefore, right. All right. I need to do that side of that bit. The thing I find funny doing two bits next to each other is that sometimes you think you're doing, forget, naturally you're doing the other. Right. So, next. Mm, that one. Just going to finish that one off with the gunmetal grey. Then we're going to change. Go for a bit of oily steel. We are. And then, wow, then we're pretty close to actually having the Junkers. I'll need to airbrush the tyres. Beyond that, we'll be pretty close. We'll be able to commence assembly shortly. Not tonight, obviously. Be that as it may, kids. Oily steel. We're going to go for that one. I just used completely the wrong one. Now, Run. Yeah, liking what I'm seeing. So when I finish these, I'll zoom in. Three. Oh, thank you. Yeah. All right, we're getting. Oh, that looks kind of cool, actually. Some touch-ups are going to be required. We are getting there, people. Yeah. There we go. It's not looking too shabby in my opinion. Now, we're going to let all of that dry, and I reckon I'm going to go hellblau on the raised bits. We're going to let all of that dry first. Take my gogs off for a moment. That's one of my favourite things in the world to wear, I've got to say. Marvellous they are, but they are not the most comfortable thing. Really. These guys are probably drying. I'm going to them with the no, they're probably not fully dry. Never mind. Clean brush. Now, I'm going to take a very quick break, guys. And I shall be back very shortly. Whereupon, what do I need to do on the 109? Few bits and bobs. Much. Very little. Then, ooh, I'll be winding the stream up, so I'll be done. Oh no, there's a couple of things over there I can do. Anyway, first of all, I'm just going to take that break. I do need to do so. And then, guys, I will be back very shortly. Yeah, back shortly, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Now, one thing we had to do, in fact, yep, alrighty. These, need to hit them, the earbuds that is, with the surfacer. So we shall. This will not take long, happily. Then, oh yes, right, wheels. Diddly, diddly. Now, let's have a look. Perspective Russians. Oh, I like the looks of that one. Now then. Oh, hey, get this. This is kind of funny. As I got up to take my break, this fell off my clothes. This, kids, is a gun that belongs on the Junkers. Obviously, I knocked it out when I was rummaging through the box at one stage. And fortunately, boom, got caught in my clothes. All I could think, kids, was, well caught, sir. Bit lucky there. And we'll pop that into our blue box of bits. Dear, oh dear. That was almost an unfortunate outcome, I tell you. Never mind. Well, it wasn't an unfortunate outcome, so there's no never mind to it, is there? Quite lucky. Now, I just want to check. Where to me, I reckon, to keep clear on the mirror. Mirror on the wall. There's a guy who plays rugby for a Fijian Super Rugby side. And his surname is Mirror Mirror. Yeah, I don't think the on the wall line hasn't been trotted out. Good player. Very good player. Yes. Even dish out a meteor ass hit on someone. And there's Mirror Mirror. He's not on the wall. Potatoes, potatoes. Kind of funny as to how much um, clear stuff there is on these in comparison to how much you actually need to leave clear. Tends to be not much, but hey, to me, I want it done. So we do. Not the point if that's how they want it, if that's how they made it to be done. 3 coat on 1. And this one. You can see what I'm going to be doing there. Sort of. Now. Right. Give me a moment while I don't mind me, guys. Just emptying my nostrils, as it were. Just because you probably prefer that if I didn't do it straight down the microphone. Just for starters, you'd be thinking it's probably the mating call of the moose. But you'd be wondering what the hell I'm doing with a moose in Australia. But be that as it may, peeps. Gonna need to do both sides of this. Maybe I should put my goggles back on. Hey, brain of a duck at times, guys. Brain of a duck. What's happened there? Why does my hard drive drop? I'm not curious to Google that. Probably is the excuse me while I speculate on the microphone about this. External hard drive I'm saving onto, that it is possible that its actual speed, the rate that it's going through at, right. Right. Oh, sweet. This is one of the first times I've actually seen the effective representation of this aspect of the 109. And on the whole, I've been very impressed with it. To me, one of the aspects that particularly that's pleasing. 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 Alrighty, you can see I'm starting to get the. So do a bit of that tidy up the top where I had the basically launched paint across the room. Got some on the walls. It's again. I don't know. Some stuff. About that there. Almost there. Nice. It's looking very clean. Certainly well clean. I want it to be seen. Intents and purposes of our ensuing paint job. And I'll dream. Wait, hold on. If I were a rich man, there you go. That's what we've been working on. You can see that's well set now to receive the colour. It's looking kind of cool. Looking at that. Very strong urge to actually do the outer rim in a darker colour than the German grey. But we'll have to worry about that another time. That's just speculation. Course of speculation, Your Honour. Yeah. I should probably slap that around a bit. Some pre-coat as well. maps that are good. That sort of behavior. I'll let that one dry. Right, that is the pre-coat. Ding. All right. So, the wondering. I have options here now. Yes, I do. Do. Tell you one thing I need to do is finish masking this because I haven't masked off the exhaust manifolds. Or oh, and that little spot on that filter there. Right. Those cannons. Got a beautiful definition on it that might even bit of two colour work there down the track, so I might mask them off too. Alright. Alright. Blu-Tack. Ever omnipresent friend. So we'll just put a small blob at the end of the soil filter. Air cooler, whichever the hell it is, I don't know. But I have actually painted it. Don't really want. Okay, there, Jamie. I don't mind doing a little bit of tidy up in there if I need to. Right, here's something to consider. Where's my Rob? Rob. Activity. Gonna do. Yeah. Asking. If the two guns are probably best off with a little bit of Blu-Tack. Very little bit of Blu-Tack. That's big. There. Hmm. Oh. That was fiddlier than I thought. More fiddly than I thought it was necessary, I'll tell you that free of charge. All right. Do next. Yes. Tape. A wee bit thick. This didn't have, wasn't really very sticky as the bottom line. Might be better served. First one of my thicker ones are these micro. Hello. Good option. Uh, once I've got that masked, there's something else I want to get just quietly. Ooh. I do the gun correctly. I reckon I can not only do the actual gunmetal, I can make a little hole in the middle, make that highlight. Oh, they've done some nice detail on it. It's actually very impressive work by the Tamiya kiddies, must say. There's what we Alright, so that'll be that. Yes, I need to quickly check propellers. Seriously? Oh, let's say black. Is it just black? The reason I'm using these kit instructions is because the ones on they go with the decals for Hartmann do not tell us what colour the colour is. Hopefully this will. Oh wait a minute. Schwarzkopf. Really? Right. Right, so that's actually Schwarzkopf. Interesting. That's what they're saying. Gee, mind. Let's just check a couple of corresponding details on that. From. So I'm just trying to check out the color of the color because it doesn't actually give the color on this. Also want to quickly check. See, is it the blind man? Actually, interesting. Oh, it gives you that color. Again, not. I'm running with black. I don't see why they would go Schwarzkopf just on the nose. That doesn't make sense. Not to me anyway. Alright. If anybody pegs me as saying Schwarzkopf, I'll have to just kill them. It's a very simple equation, really, isn't it? I mean, really, it's not a hard decision to make. Just terminate life systems, and there we go. Now, what we can do, there's a few things we can. What I want to do. Okay, Lixplow. Goes like this, peeps. These are the wrong color. Need to fix that. Crying shame, because there's quite a nice bit of paintwork I did there. Oh well. And as always, if that's the worst issue that befalls me. Shake. It's the first time I've used this, so this will need to be shaken for quite a while, I should think. Alright, let's do it. I didn't finish masking off the 109. That was on my agenda, wasn't it? Now, kids. Did I remember? Well, obviously I just did then, but you know what I'm saying. Dear, oh dear. Just, I think I left my goods as that shed in fishing gear because I was trimming my fishing line and stuff. Uh, Under not the good ones to utilise. Never mind. I'm gonna be going to bed fairly soon, guys. It's kind of getting late here, and yeah, currently 11:30 at night. I have very delicate features, and I need my beauty sleep. Incredible, but it's a fact. Um, okay, I'll be buying that as an argument. Rest assured, I am. This not quite sure who makes these micro tapes, but they're fantastic. One thing only thing I actually know about them is I believe they're Japanese. And I gotta say, of Japanese stuff, some qualities across the board. Out there. Definitely don't want to go blue tack on the doors manifolds. So it's just going to get stuck into stuff and go very yucky. Oh, doors manifold. It's not really the right tape for the job. Let me see what else I've got. Is there a better way of doing this? I'm just not thinking about. try this. Fact. Now I have an idea. So I get that. And there, there. Oh, there we go. Be the right tool for the right job, as they say. Oh, that's what's happening. Oh wow. One piece of tape should do it. Then I can either do the licks below, just wind the stream up, do the licks below later because I've got plenty of time. You know what? I'm not going to mask up that last bit, but I'm going to wind the stream. I'm starting to feel a wee bit flogged. I'm not actually streaming tomorrow, various reasons, but I'll probably get. Actually, I could even do it. I could have run the same sort of time tomorrow, actually. And I may well do. We shall see, peeps. I'm supposed to do one in the morning, plenty of time, but I've actually got to. Much. Usual streaming time, unfortunately. That's fine. Really, if that's the biggest issue I deal with, Travis, know what I'm saying? Once I've done this one, as I said, I'll wind the stream up. Then she'll shortly be off to the land. Odd. She like that, so I'm not. That's why I should go to the sheet. They're pretty damn good. All right. All right. Now then, just the light out. Move the camera, which I believe needs to go to about. Let's actually get some bearings going there. I reckon. Well, guess. Give us a tick, kids. It's like, there we go. All right, guys, I'm winding the stream up there, and I'm then going to go to the wonderful land of Sleepy Bobos. If for everyone who's been watching, thanks heaps. Been very grateful for all of your comments, watching, all of it. It's great. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. If for those who is the first time watching, hey, there's a button. Follow, like, subscribe. Feel free to hit that button. Make me a happy camper. It takes so little to make a bald man happy. Yes, it does. You can also track me down on other platforms. I am Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. I am Robster the Builder on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. Follow, like, subscribe. There we have it, peeps. Now, normally I'd be on tomorrow morning, as I said earlier. I can't make that tomorrow, which means I might well come on tomorrow evening. Yes, depending on a few factors, that could work very well. I have a cunning plan, yes I do. But be that as it may, if I'm not back tomorrow evening, I'll be back on. Let me get my days right. Today's Tuesday, is it? Yes, it is. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll be back Thursday evening Australian time. So about this time Thursday. There we have it. Yeah. Again, thanks for watching. And next time I'll be back either tomorrow or the day after with all the action that scale modeling can provide. And I'll catch you then. See yous. And